Good morning, grade 5 students, and welcome to our English video lesson. I hope you're having a good day. Today, we are going to study Module 8, Project, Part 1. As you might know, the project lessons are always divided on 2 days. We will start with the first part today. To know what we are going to focus on, let's take a look at our learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to number 1. Read an invitation and answer comprehension questions correctly. Number 2. Identify the features of an invitation. For our lesson today, we will be looking at Student Book 97 and Workbook 84. Make sure you open the right pages. As you learned through the objectives, our lesson today is about invitations. But what is an invitation and what do we use it for? Well, the word invitation is a noun, which means written or verbal request inviting someone to go somewhere or do something. Invitations come in different forms and shapes. They can be digital, printed, or handmade. They are also used for many things like party, festival, wedding, or other events. Can you think of more events that you can use invitations for? To see an example of an invitation, I want you to open your student book on page 97. As you can see, this is an invitation to a festival, a school art festival. It's clear from the title. But when and where is it taking place? And how can we get there? That's what we are going to find out by reading the invitation together. So, get ready to shadow read the invitation while listening to the audio. Then, we will discuss the most important information in it. Ready? Let's start.
Module 8. Project 1. Read the invitation. Then look at the map. How can someone get to Buxton School from the underground station?
Buxton School Art Festival. Why don't you join us for a day of fun? When? The 10th of June. Time? 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Where? Buxton School. Telephone number 01786 330 786. Email buxtonschool@mail.com. Come and do arts and crafts, learn about art and the history of art, and have fun.
Now that we finished reading the invitation and listening to the audio, it's time for us to answer some questions. Let's see. When is the art festival taking place? That's right, on the 10th of June from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Where will it take place? In the school. That's correct. How can I contact the school if I want to ask for more details? You're right again. I can call that telephone number or I can send them an email. Now let me ask you this. If you go to the festival, what are the activities that you can do there? It says here that you can do arts and crafts, learn about art history, and have fun. Okay, that's interesting. How can we go to the festival? Well, to answer that question, we need to move to the second part of the invitation, the map. In this part of the invitation, we are going to look at the map to answer the most important question: how can we go to the festival? Now, let's take a look together.
From the understation, turn right and go straight on Park Road. Then turn right and go up Elm Street. Turn left on Castle Road and go straight. Then turn right and go up Pine Street. The Buxton School should be on the right.
What are the main parts of an invitation? Let's take a closer look. There are three main parts. Number 1, the title. Number 2, the important information. And number 3, the map. But are there any tips or rules for writing or making a good invitation? Actually, yes, there are. There are 7 tips you should follow if you want to design your invitation. Let's see what these tips are. There are 7 tips we should follow when we write or design an invitation. 4 tips for writing and 3 for drawing a map. Let's start with the writing tips. Number 1. Find a title for your invitation. The title must be catchy, big, and clearly shows what the invitation is for. Number 2. Say when the event is taking place. You have to say the exact date and time. Number 3. Say where it's taking place. It's a good idea to draw a map and give directions too. Don't worry, we will discuss the tips of the map in a bit. Number 4. Don't forget to write the telephone number and the email of yourself or of the place which the people will be going to. Now let's take a look at the 3 tips we should consider when we draw a map. Number 1, you have to draw and write the names of the streets. Number 2, you have to draw a line from the starting point to the place where the event is taking place. Number 3, you have to draw buildings, parks, schools, houses, or other landmarks. Now don't worry. It's okay if you cannot make a perfect map. Just make sure you draw something simple and clear and something that will help people to get there. Now that we learned the 7 tips, let's take a closer look at the invitation and see if it follows all the tips. We will start with the title. It's clear, big, colorful, and catchy. They even added a fun question under the title. Why don't you join us for a day of fun? That's nice. Okay, now the next part included all the required information: the date, the time, the place, the telephone number, and the email. So far, so good. What about the map? Is it clear? Does it include landmarks or the names of the places? Yes, it does. It even includes the names of the streets. They also made a line from the starting point to where the festival is taking place. This is a well-done map that will be very helpful for people who want to go to the festival. For more practice on invitations, please open your workbook, page 84, exercise number 1. What can you see here? That's right, an invitation. An invitation for a festival? No, it's for a day of science. So, what are we going to do? We are going to fill in the blanks with the suitable ideas from the blue box to complete the invitation. Now, pay attention, my dear students. When you reach number 7, you need to look at the map and follow the lines so you can complete the directions correctly. Okay? Pause the video until you're done and come back when you are ready to check your answers. Ready to check your answers? Let's go! Number 1. This invitation is for the Westville School Science Fair. Good job! Number 2. When is it taking place? On the 15th of May. That's good. What about the time? 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Good job! Okay, now what about the place? The Westville School Hall. The telephone number is 017-86-890-564. And the last one, of course, is the email. Did you check your answers? Okay, let's move to number 7. As I told you before, to complete number 7, we need to look at the map carefully. Let's see. Directions from the underground station. Go up Fox Street and turn left into Park Street. Go straight on Park Street and turn left into West Street. Westville School is on your right. Did you check all the answers? Good job! Let's take a final look at our invitation and see if we did a good job. We started with a title. We added all the important information, the time, the place, the telephone number, and the email. We also wrote the directions and included a map. That is a well done invitation. Good job! Good job, my dear students. We have reached the end of our lesson for today. Let's take a look at what we have done. Number 1, we read an invitation and answered comprehension questions correctly. Number 2, we identified the features of an invitation. Thank you, Grade 5, for joining us and for watching this video. Take care and see you soon. Goodbye.